Hi, how was your rest? If you're still not feeling great, let me know. Overloading a cybernetic link is no joke.
I'm good, no worries. Let's just focus on what matters.
The Kylo. Why are you suddenly interested in them?
We're here!
The space rift is ready. We're just waiting for you.
Authorizer! I'm here.
Target eliminated. Awaiting command. Target eliminated. Awaiting command.
What's wrong, Zeke?
Are you tired, Zeke? The shelter is just up ahead.
I'm fine, thank you, Mia. I think I'll stay here. I'm not going inside the shelter.
Why? We're already here.
The last time I left this place, it was to save Shirley. But to everyone in the shelter, I'm just a failed leader. Someone who abandoned them when they needed me most. Irresponsible and unworthy. So, what right do I have to go back there?
Are you scared? Or do you think it's enough to just stand here, pretending to watch over them from a distance?
Shirley?
So you're just gonna run away? You were in an impossible situation back then, and you chose to save me. Now you have to deal with the consequences of that choice. Your worries, doubts, hesitations, anxieties, and guilt. I understand them all. They might be angry, scold you, blame you, not welcome you back to the shelter, or even reject you. But that's no reason to run away. I've always believed my brother could face his mistakes head-on. He's not the type to run away from his responsibilities. He's a man of honor.
I see your point. There's no reason to be scared. I didn't expect you to be this brave and level-headed. I'm proud of you.
I've grown up after everything we've been through.
I know, but you'll always be my little sister.
Target eliminated. Awaiting command.
That was fast. I have to say, Nemesis, you've definitely lived up to the Sage's expectations.
Valkyrie, where are the Sage and Frigg? I need to ask them something.
Tisk. So you went to Hykros and all you learned was how to be rude like them.
You guys don't even deserve politeness. Morality and modesty get us nowhere. We have to do whatever it takes. That's what Frigg told me. If I learned anything, it was from her.
I'm definitely going to tell Frigg what you said.
Valkyrie, where's the Sage? He owes me an explanation.
I know what you're thinking, but I'm afraid the Sage can't answer you in person. But, considering you helped the Sage with his plan, I can clarify things for you on his behalf.
What happened to the Sage?
He's just sleeping now. The Sage's health has always been quite delicate, so he often needs to rest in the stasis pod.
Asleep? How long has he been sleeping for?
Interesting question. It seems like your journey in the network has been quite fruitful. The Sage journeyed from humanity's home planet aboard the distant beacon to Ida, where he took on the responsibility of overseeing Sam. Unfortunately, due to his health, he entered the stasis pod in 2545, only to awaken in the new world after the cataclysm.
When he woke up, did he receive...
Yes, he received a message from Antoria, the commander of the Temporal Anomaly Response Force, who's also the first and only perfect authorizer and the executor of the Reshape the Future plan. Also, he got Gesthos' core code backup file.
The Sage is B009, Samuel. This was all part of his plan, based on how he decoded Antoria's message. So that's why he's after Hykros. He even transformed Void Piercer in Nemesis. He wants to be the perfect authorizer, doesn't he?
No, wrong. The Sage's body is too weak. Even now, he can't stay awake for long, let alone take on that kind of responsibility. The one who really has the perfect authorizer's traits, the one the Sage chose, is right beside you. She's the one he wants to send to Gesthos.
Me? A perfect authorizer?
50 years of growth, and you're still not perfect. But the Sage's body can't wait any longer. We had no choice but to transform you with the Angels of Clemency's technology.
So just because the sage was running out of time, you chose to hurt Shirley? You really won't stop at anything.
The sage is the one who understands Omnium's temporal and spatial properties better than anyone. If we can't save him, how can we even talk about saving Ida?
But doesn't Shirley belong to the Ida you're trying to save? Is turning her into an angel of clemency really your idea of saving her?
Ever heard of the trolley problem? To save the many, the few must be sacrificed.
So, I'm the one being sacrificed.
Shirley, don't be scared. I'm here, and I won't let you be sacrificed.
Have you ever wondered why Hykros controls both Vera and Asperia? Why do the Asperians need suppressors to resist aberration, while Verans get by with just minor genetic tweaks? What is the link between the aberrants from Asperia and the dark wretches you encountered in Vera and Domain 9? And why does Hykros still refuse to let Asperia and Vera interact?
So, what's the connection between the aberrants and the dark wretches? Spit it out.
Looks like you still don't know. While you were in the network, Hykros ran a secret experiment. They captured several darknesses for research, but the moment they brought them to Asperia, they disappeared.
Disappeared? Wait, how do you know about this? And why should I trust you?
You don't really think the heirs of Ida are just mindless brutes, do you? Besides, you're asking the wrong questions. You should be asking why the darkness vanished in Asperia. Nemesis, did you feel any difference between Vera and Asperia?
Since becoming an angel of clemency, I felt a constant sense of discomfort, but it wasn't as noticeable in Vera and Domain 9 as it was in Asperia. At first, I thought I was just getting used to the Angels of Clemency's machinery. But every time I return to Asperia, that feeling keeps getting stronger.
You left us too soon, without having truly learned the power of the Angels of Clemency. That discomfort you feel is actually unique to the Angels of Clemency. It's related to your The Angels of Clemency have a sixth, which the sage calls aberration perception.
Aberration perception and aberration environments? Can you explain them both clearly?
Sadly, even the sage doesn't completely understand them. We didn't realize we had this kind of perception until Vera showed up. Before that, we just thought it was a side effect of the Angels of Clemency's modifications. According to the sage's research, omnium radiation isn't the root cause of the aberrance, but it definitely exists. He thinks it's more accurate to call it aberration radiation. The cataclysm sparked a lot of prejudice against omnium, with people wrongly blaming it for the aberration. The truth is, aberration radiation is really just energy from the aberration core, and it has nothing to do with omnium.
The aberration phenomenon in Asperia comes from the temporal anomalies 50 years ago, which originate from the void entity in hyperspace. It seems the sage doesn't know about hyperspace, and instead thinks there's another cause for the aberration. So if the radiation is the energy manifestation of the aberration source, then yeah, it's linked to the void entity in hyperspace. The more void entities that gather, the higher the radiation, right? What about the dark wretches? You compared them to aberrants, which is weird. It's obvious dark wretches are a result of the darkness.
Let me explain, Vera. The aberration environment there is totally different from Asperia. There were some aberrants, but they were really rare. The sage thinks that after the cataclysm, the source of aberration probably doesn't affect the sector where Vera is, making it a lot safer than Asperia.
Both Vera and Asperia went through the cataclysm. So why the huge difference?
According to the sage, if the space-time turbulence from the cataclysm is like a tsunami, then Ida is like an ark shattered by the waves. The ark's shards drift through the ocean, some floating, some sinking in various seas. Some, like Asperia, have sunk to the seabed, while others, like Vera, have miraculously washed up on shore.
Okay, so the sage's theory kinda explains the difference between Vera and Asperia. But what about Domain 9? How does Ida's encounter with the Cataclysm fit in? The darkness and dark wretches are from Domain 9, not Vera.
The Blackstone civilization you found in Domain 9 probably had a fate similar to Ida's. The energy from Domain 9 can power the Omnium reactor, and the darkness can survive in Vera too. The sage says the Blackstone civilization is probably Ida's future. Ida is the past of the Blackstone civilization. We have to stop Ida from facing the same fate.
So you're saying pod number 8 fell into Domain 9, which is a shard of a planet that was torn apart by Omnium, and once home to the Blackstone civilization?
Exactly. That's why the darkness can survive in Vera. It survived the Cataclysm and might have been transformed by Omnium. As for the darkness disappearing in Asperia, Hykros thinks it means the darkness can't survive there. But the sage believes there's another realm within Asperia where the darkness has entered. It's just not visible to us right now.
Another realm within Asperia? Could that be hyperspace? The sage is getting closer to uncovering the truth behind the temporal anomalies by comparing the environments of Vera, Domain 9, and Asperia.
Hey, what are you thinking? I know this is a lot to take in, but I'm not done yet. Quit zoning out. If the sage's theory is correct, it means that there must be creatures in Asperia similar to the darkness, and these creatures are the source of the aberration. They simply exist in another space which we cannot reach.
Got it. So the sage thinks aberration radiation isn't from the Cataclysm, but a sign that the real source of the aberration is somewhere else, with those creatures and the missing darkness in another space.
Right. The aberration in Asperia is worse than in Vera. The enemies are close, but people can't see or touch them. It's like walking through a foggy swamp, always at risk of being swallowed.
If the darkness is a type of void entity, then the dark wretches are basically aberrants. The only difference? The void entity in Domain 9 is right here, while Asperia's is still in hyperspace. If Domain 9 was part of the Blackstone civilization, then the darkness showing up with humans isn't a coincidence. It's likely from their research on Omnium and the Void entity. The sage is really a top scholar from the distant Beacon era. His analytical skills are very impressive. Is there any way to save all of Ida?
Of course. If we recover all the Arc Shards quickly, we can reassemble it to save Ida. Otherwise, it's just a matter of time before everyone gets devoured by the waves.
So, the sage's plan is to transform me into a perfect authorizer. And then...
Control Gesthos through Void Piercer to gain control of the Tower of Fantasy. Then, make the perfect authorizer initiate the third global retracement to piece together the shattered Ida.
If this plan succeeds, not only can Ida return to normal, but everyone affected by the Cataclysm, including our Angels of Clemency, can start afresh.
The retracement. Can it help Shirley become a nurse again?
According to the sage's plan, definitely. I've told you everything I can. Now the choice is yours.
You just said we need to recover all the shards. But the sage could only handle Asperia's Tower of Fantasy back then. I guess the sage realizes now that his original plan has flaws.
Hey, it's been a while. Thanks so much for having Mia bring Carrot back. I'm really relieved both of the little ones are safe now.
It looks like you're really busy, so I'll skip the goodbye.
Your proposal's bold. I need some time to think it over. I'll let you know once I've made up my mind. All right, Shirley, let's head to Banges.
Okay.
Nemesis, the sage is in stasis now, so it's all on you from here. Stay true to the path.
Goodbye, Valkyrie.
The sage's greatest work. I hope we meet again. Oh, and before I forget, there's a message from the sage I need to pass on to you. Do not act hastily with what you know in the network, nor seek other spaces. He will contact you upon wakening.
Thanks for the reminder. Oh, I almost forgot. I meant to ask Frigg myself. When did Frigg meet the sage? Was he really awake at that time? You angels of clemency saw Nemesis being created. Didn't you ever wonder? If the sage can implant an AI code in Shirley's mind, then could he do the same to yours? Hey, Hilda. Here's the T5 suppressor blueprint from Hykros. It's an upgrade for your current one. It's a lot safer and more reliable.
That's awesome! Thanks so much!
Mia, don't run away!
Carrot, the doctor said you need rest because of your amnesia. Yet here you are running around like nothing's wrong.
My dear Mia, the best Mia, please forgive me, please, please.
No!
Mia, are you okay?
Is Mia angry? Last time she was like this, my brother left her by a river. She doesn't get mad often, but when she does, it can last a whole month.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mia. I shouldn't have left you alone to take care of Carrot.
It's not your fault. It's all Carrot's doing. She insisted on dyeing Mia's hair orange and green. Carrot, apologize to Mia.
I've apologized so many times, but Mia still won't forgive me. Small size, small tolerance.
You're talking about yourself, right? Mia, nice job.
Looks like Mia won't calm down anytime soon.
Oh, I haven't properly introduced you yet. Carrot, these two are here to take you home. Come say hi.
Hello, I'm the authorizer from Hykros.
Hey, I'm Shirley. Some call me Nemesis, but I prefer Shirley.
You're so beautiful, Shirley. I like you.
Huh?
The material on you is a rare alloy, but the ratio seems a bit high. It could make you sick. Are you okay? If you're not feeling well, let me know. I'm great at modifying machines. Check this out. I call it the slap. I made it myself.
Thanks for the concern. I did feel off at first, but I'm used to it now.
All right. If you ever feel unwell, just come find me.
Okay, it's a deal. But you should pack up and get ready to head home, all right?
But I still have so much to do. I haven't beaten the hyenas, I haven't seen the desert, and Hilda said there's a city under the sea.
I've told you already. Really busy. Look, this is the new suppressor blueprint the authorizer gave me. Hey, guys, I need to place the production orders now. She's all yours. Again? I'm terrible with little ones. So, Carrot, you want to come with me to Hycros?
No,
But you can go home once we're back in Hycros.
I'm not going.
How come?
Is it because of your unfulfilled wishes? If we help, will you let us take you home?
Yes, yes!
Surely, you're not planning on dragging her into this hyena mess, are you?
Forget the hyenas. They only stole my cake and apologized afterward. I'm very forgiving, so I let them off the hook. I'm not like the small servant!
I'm smart. You're small.
Who you callin' small? Let's see who's smaller.
I'm a smart servant.
Ugh, so annoying. I'm gonna dye your hair to match mine.
You're the smallest.
Stop it. Mia, you stay here. Carrot, I'll take you to see the desert and the underwater city. Let's head to Vera first, all right?
Wow! Let's go!
Vera, it's been a while. It's nice, though, catching up with old friends.
Whoa! It's huge and so yellow. It's kind of fancy. It's much bigger, more yellow, and prettier than the book described.
Book? What book?
My grandma's. It says Ida's got all kinds of crazy landscapes and plans. I've seen the ocean, mountains, and snowfields in Hesperia. And now, finally, the desert.
You sure you lost your memory? You seem to remember plenty.
I just forgot the part about falling from the spaceship.
Fine. Carrot, see that up there? That's Meroria floating in the sky. Want to check it out?
What's the big deal? Everything in Kylo floats. You seriously need to get out more.
Wait, what? Are you for real?
All right, Carrot. We've got some friends over there. Wanna tag along? I bet you'll love it.
Sure, let's go!
Do young girls always change their minds that fast? Whatever.
Shirley!
I'm here. No rush.
I gotta tell you a secret. I didn't actually lose my memory. I lied because I was scared they wouldn't take me in. Hilda's been so nice, and now I'm too embarrassed to admit it.
I see. So that's why you ignored the doctor and snuck out to play?
Yeah, but can you keep this between us? I'm only telling you.
No promises. But I won't tell Hilda.
Shirley, Carrot, keep up.
I'm here!
Hey, long time no see. Welcome back to Meroria.
Hi, Miss Lynn. This is Carrot. We brought her to Vera for some sightseeing.
Hey, Lynn. And Shelly. It's been a while.
Whoa! Look who it is! The legend who helped Hykros out of a huge mess and saved Gesthos.
Rumors always get a little exaggerated.
Well, you definitely made a name for yourself. Just yesterday, Brevi came by, talking about how Hykros needs help fixing up an old spaceship. She had a lot to say about you. So, you're the big shot authorizer now. Does that mean you can go wherever you want in Hykros?
How so?
I barely ever get to visit Hykros HQ. I thought maybe you could give me a tour.
Hykros HQ has its secrets. It's not a place people can casually wander around.
So, I need your help.
Sorry, can't do it. Hykros owes me for this, and I'm not about to waste the opportunity.
Well. Hykros really knows how to shape people. You've only been gone a few months, and you're already as serious as they are.
Come on, don't start. You can't really teach someone until they've been through it themselves.
So, it's been rough, huh?
Sorry to interrupt, but how long are you guys gonna chat for?
Oh, my bad. Shelly threw me off there. I forgot to greet our new guest. Hey there. I'm Lynn.
Nice to meet you, Miss Lynn. I'm Carrot.
Meroria's got tons of cool places to check out. Tell me what you're into, and I'll recommend some great spots.
I don't like it here. It's so dark, just like Kylo. I want to go outside. It's bright, there's the desert, and there are loads of animals I've never seen before.
Hykros recently made contact with a place called Kylo. It used to be part of Ida before the Cataclysm. They moved to space to escape the disaster. Carrot's spaceship crashed, and she ended up in Asperia in an escape pod. The Kylo asked Plotty to find her, and we happened to run into her on our way back.
Oh no. We never told Plotty we found her, did we?
I'll handle it. I'm heading to Hykros HQ anyway. By the way, you Asperians have it pretty rough. Just visiting means body scans and suppressors, and I can't even use Omnium devices freely.
Asperia's environment is unique. This trip won't be easy for you, Shelly.
At least I get to tinker with some pre-cataclysm antiques. Fixing them myself is kind of fun.
Antiques? I thought you were talking about people for a second.
If only I had skills like yours, maybe I could fix bad guys too. Anyway, it's getting late. I should get going.
Carrot looks like she's ready to bolt outside. You'd better take her out before she explodes. She loves the outdoors. You could take her to the saltwater oasis. There's a shielded beast there. They're super gentle, and if you're lucky, you might even get to ride one.
Sounds fun. Appreciate the tip. See ya.
Oh, one more thing. Ruby's and Inners today with Gnono. If you've got time, maybe take Carrot there to meet them. They might hit it off.
Perfect. We were heading to Inners anyway. I'll make sure they meet.
Want to take a closer look?
Yes, yes! It's adorable! What does it eat?
Grass, I think.
Yeah, I remember they're herbivores.
You think it likes carrots? I brought some with me. Can I feed it?
Unbelievable. You really bring carrots everywhere. Go for it.
Hey, shielded beast! Look over here! These are fresh, crunchy, and super sweet. You're gonna love them.
So why do you always carry carrots around? Don't tell me you're made of them.
Carrots are super valuable and precious in Kylo. They're packed with vitamins and even booster night vision. Out in space, good night vision is a lifesaver, especially when you're digging through junk piles for space parts.
Whoever named you Carrot must have thought you were the most precious thing in all of Kylo, huh?
Of course! I'm Grandma's one and only granddaughter, her most treasured treasure.
Wait, that's a genuine name?
It's not my real name, but I like going by Carrot.
So, what's your full name?
Nope, Not telling. Only my crewmates get to know that.
You really are the cutest, most precious carrot.
But Grandma says people who like to talk like that are just bootlickers.
Well, your grandmother's always right.
Look, the shielded beast is crouching. Is it inviting Carrot to ride it?
Oh, it must have really loved my carrot. I want to ride it. Can I? Wow! So high up! Oh, I'm so high up! Hurry, take a photo of me.
Make a pose and don't move. All right. Say cheese. Carrot. 3, 2, 1. Nice photo. Where to next?
Hilda said Vera has rainforests and swamps. I haven't seen those yet.
Then let's go check them out together.
Wow, this place looks so mysterious.
I've got a friend who studies plants. They say there are lots of species here you won't find in Kylo.
Let's hurry inside, come on!
Be careful! Watch your step!
Okay!
No, you're not.
Well, she's still young. If we're worried she might fall, then let's catch up with her.
vine ladder. Grab hold and those vines will take you to the top.
I want to climb them!
No, Carrot. It's too dangerous.
But I really want to!
If you climb up there, you won't have time to see anything else.
Okay. But you must promise to take me to more cool places.
I promise. Just follow me.
Target eliminated.
That's the giant red tree. I bet you've never seen one that tall in Asperia.
Wow! Can trees actually grow this tall?
Say hello to Mother Nature.
That's awesome! I have to show my grandma! She loves plants, and her place used to be a flower shop. But Kylo's not great for plants, so she's always sad about it.
Your grandma would totally fit in here. Vera's got lots of folk who study natural ecology. She'd have lots to talk about.
Oh, I want to collect some plant samples for Grandma. Are there any plants I can pick? I want ones that bloom.
I remember there's a spot nearby called the Forest Path. There's lots of greenery there.
I know that place. Let's go.
Awaiting command.
I've never seen before, but my pockets can't carry all of them. So sad.
Don't worry. If you want, you can ask the authorizer to have someone gather some flower samples for you.
Yeah, that's easy for him. He's got plenty of ways to keep those plants safe and get them to your grandma in one piece. What's the magic word?
Please! You're the best! You're the kindest, cutest, most wonderful person in the world! Your kindness moves me, my grandma, every kind heart, and the entire world!
Well, looks like you're a bootlicker too now. I'll send the message to my friend.
Huh? What's that sound? It's so loud! Is that a waterfall?
Watch out, Carrot! Slow down! Careful, it's slippery!
Looks like a rainstorm. The weather's crazy here, but it'll pass. Let's just wait it out.
This rain's insane! So much water! If Kylo had rain like this, we wouldn't be dealing with water shortages. Wonderful smell, so fragrant and cool. This place is amazing.
I've got something even better for you. Look over there, a rainbow. I bet you haven't seen one of those in Kylo.
I saw a few in Asperia, but never one this big.
After the rain, the world feels renewed. Crisp air, clear skies, and a lingering scent of earth and dew. Fresh and full of life.
Yes, it's just like that! But why can't I put it into words like you?
Like you said, you should get out more.
Oh,
well... We've been at this for a while. No wonder Carrot's starting to fade. Shirley, let's take her back to Meroria to rest.
I'm not tired. I'm not taking a break. I can keep going. I want to see the underwater city.
But I saw you yawning. You sure?
Yes, I'm totally awake now.
All right, off to Inners then. She can rest there.
But if you get sleepy, just say the word. I'll let you rest your head on my shoulder on the way.
I don't need anyone's shoulder to rest on. I can walk just fine. Let's go.
Target eliminated.
Long time no see. Lynn told me you've become High Cross's authorizer. Congrats.
Hey, Fiona. It's been a while.
And this must be Carrot.
My grandma told me a story about beautiful mermaids growing legs and walking on land. You're one of them, right?
Aren't you a little charmer? Nice to meet you. I'm Fiona, Archon of Inners.
Hi, I'm Carrot. Listen up, I'm a genius mechanic, Lola's kin, Wednesday pirate, I play to win. Crash survivor, still standing tall, Kylo's first in Ida's call, 2664, I break the wall!
Wednesday? That's gotta be a coincidence. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have amnesia.
That's amazing. We've got an explorer captain here too. Maybe you two can swap stories. She's over there, and next to her is her crewmate, Ruby.
Ruby? Does she like carrots? Her outfit's so cute! And she's got a droid too! But explorers can't beat pirates. I'm totally recruiting her into my Wednesday Pirates. Hey, Ruby! I'm Carrot, future captain of the Wednesday Pirates. You're super talented. You should join my crew. Hi, Carrot. But I don't want to be a pirate. Why not? Pirates are cool. Let's pretend we're wanderers and casually plunder a ship.
Hey! Trying to steal my crewmate? Not a chance.
Huh. You look tough. How about joining my pirate crew?
You think you can take on the Gino exploration team? Maybe you should join my crew. With that scrawny little face of yours, you really do look like a carrot.
Hey! Carrots are valuable! Take that thing off your head. Let's see who's really tiny and underfed.
Oh yeah? If you can't handle it, then fight me!
Bring it on! Name the time and place. But Lynn said fighting doesn't solve anything.
Looks like they're getting along pretty well.
Really? Well, anyway, I owe you one, Fiona. Thanks.
My pleasure. You and Shirley can rest here. I've got some other things to take care of.
Carrot clearly doesn't have amnesia.
Yeah, about Carrot. I need to tell you something.
What's that?
Well, I think you've already figured it out. Carrot told me she didn't actually forget anything. She was just worried the people in Banjus wouldn't accept her, so she lied. Now she's afraid of getting in trouble and doesn't want to admit the truth.
I had a feeling.
She only told me, so you can't tell anyone else.
Of course, I won't.
So, is there anything you want to tell me?
What do you want to know?
Antoria.
She's gone. The God Servant's virus destroyed her data source. Before she went, she left me with a heavy burden. I'm the world's only perfect authorizer now.
So she had consciousness data. Does that mean she wasn't just data created by the network?
50 years ago, she uploaded her consciousness to the network, and her physical body entered hyperspace. Antoria's presence is gone from the network. And her physical body, lost in hyperspace all those years ago, is still missing.
What heavy burden are you talking about?
While I was in the network, I found out the perfect authorizer can use global origin resonance to do a perfect global retracement. That's what Antoria wanted to pass on to the Sage. The Cataclysm messed up the message she left for the Sage, and he believes that with just Asperia's Tower of Fantasy, your modified form, and Void Piercer, he can pull off a perfect global retracement.
So you're the only one who can do this?
I can't do it alone. Global origin resonance needs multiple towers of fantasy. The only way is for Hykros to contact all of Lost Ida and build towers of fantasy everywhere. Then, Nem can activate the towers, and I can start the retracement.
Finding all the Lost Ida is already a huge challenge, and we need everyone to come together for Nem to control the towers of fantasy.
This might be our only shot. The one behind the aberrants is still hiding in hyperspace. And with their presence in Asperia, it means those monsters are still out there. And this might be our only chance to bring you back to who you once were.
So, do you want to side with Frake?
Honestly, I have no idea. I don't really want to pick a side.
Archon Elric and Plotty have always had your back?
Maybe I should help the heirs of Ida?
Whatever you choose, I'll always be with you.
Plotty sent a message. Kylo wants us to bring Carrot back ASAP.
Carrot looks so happy playing here. She might not want to go back.
Yeah, I'm wondering why Kylo's so eager to get her back.
So, what should we do?
Let's take Carrot to Plotty and see what she says. As for what we discussed, no worries. Let's take it step by step. The God Servant's consciousness data escaped to Kylo, taking half of the perfect authorizer's source code. I need to investigate. It's getting late. I still need to take Carrot to handle a few things. Let's call it a day for now.
Goodbye, Carrot! Hope you'll visit me in Miroria next time. See you, Ruby! Next time, I'll pick you up in my pirate spaceship and show you some space creatures.
This time, the Gino exploration team tied with the Wednesday Pirates. But next time, I'm definitely gonna win.
Bring it on! I'll be the winner, and then Ruby will join my pirate crew.
No way! Get ready to join our exploration team.
They really do get along well, don't they?
All right, let's head to Hykros.
Awaiting command.
Shelley and Brevi are repairing the spaceship. I told them to hurry, but that spaceship's so old, it's gonna take a bit more time. We don't know when she'll get her memory back. You know that better than anyone. The Kylo are putting pressure on us, and they probably won't accept that excuse.
Is it that urgent? Carrot hit her head during the fall and lost her memory. We should wait until she recovers before continuing.
Family? The Kylo didn't mention anything. They just kept pushing. They're clearly worried about Carrot, but they don't want us getting involved with her.
So, is Carrot's family looking for her?
I passed on what Shelley said to the Kylo's diplomatic head, Rafa. He was furious when he heard you were out sightseeing with Carrot.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
From my past dealings with Rafa, I can tell you the Kylo have got a very strange vibe. After the Cataclysm, they really hate Hykros and Omnium. Which, sure, I get. But when Hykros first tried to contact them, they were ready to destroy the space rift and cut all ties with Asperia. Yeah, but Carrot's the exception. The Kylo are desperate to get her back, but they won't send anyone to bring her home. So, we have to do it.
That doesn't make sense. After drifting in space, they've got to want a home.
You want to go to the Kylo?
Can I handle this?
Is this person tied to the Kylo?
I've got a lead on the person who used your voice to frame me in the network.
Got it. I'll think this through and get back to you.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how yet. I'm planning to investigate it myself.
Shelley heard Carrot's here. She'll need to come by to measure her for a spacesuit and a safety seat. What would you like to know?
Got it. I'll bring her over now.
I've already talked to Plotty about sending Carrot to the Kylo. She'll get back to me later.
So, what do we do now?
Shelly's repairing the spaceship. Let's get Carrot over there to sort out her custom spacesuit and seat.
By the way, I just ran into Brevi. She said Hykros gathered the best mechanics for this trip.
Lie! The best mechanic is right here, but you haven't asked me to fix the spaceship.
All right, let's go check the spaceship then.
This time, I'm working on a new system for the spaceship. To make sure it's rock solid, let's start by checking its current status.
System check complete. Estimated time, 30 minutes.
30 minutes, huh? How about a quick round of Royale of Cosmics while we wait?
Ready to begin.
Royale of Cosmics? Sounds fun. Count me in.
Actually, no.
This spaceship, Celestial Cipher 4693, is a rare antique from Hykros.